Okay, hopefully this is working. I know no one is on, but I can always test from a computer. That I test. Okay, that's pretty cool actually. Alright, hearing myself a couple seconds later is also pretty weird. So I'm just gonna mute myself. And hopefully I can paint while doing anything. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. I'm lost. What was I trying to do? Alright. Yeah, hello, Vinny. I'm gonna be working on some Blood Bowl orcs. And I think I need to start working on the blues a bit. Don't actually know how bright I want the blue colors to be. So, oh, I do already have some blue on my palette. So just gonna test and see how bright it is. Is this a wash? Yeah, alright, that's a wash. Not that just a color. Still gonna have to put some in. There we go. Then I want to brighten that up. So I'm going to be adding some turquoise too from Warcolor. The base coat on the orc is Mordian blue and then Drakenhof Nightshade as a shade. So I'm going to be adding some turquoise on the wet palette right next. Because instead of just using white to lighten up the color, might as well try to use turquoise. And if I don't like how it looks, then I won't do it. So, take a little blob, just mix it in. Alright, bit more. The biggest problem in doing this, what I'm doing now, is the fact that I have no idea of the ratio right now. So I probably shouldn't do that. Because I want my Blood Bowl team to all be the same. Fuck, do I have any blues that I can just use directly? Oh god. That's too blue. Or too bright. Maybe. I'll try this one. Could always go for the fang. We'll see. Alright, this is just a test to see how bright this becomes. Geez, I don't know how to paint because this the actual stand is in the way where I normally have my hand. Alright, like this. No, that's too blue. That's not too blue, it's too bright. So while the paint is still a little bit wet, try to scrub it off a little bit like that. Okay, this is the hardest part in actual painting. What fucking colors will you use? This is the part where I always get stuck and I don't know what the fuck to do. And if there are any questions that anyone have, just ask away and I'll try to answer it. Oh yeah, I actually watched Kimono Friends, the whole series. And man, it's great. If you haven't watched Kimono Friends, I say go and do it immediately. Stop watching the live stream and just go watch Kimono Friends instead. Because it's such a fucking good show. The animation is actually... Yes, the animation is not like the typical animation quality that you probably would expect from Japanese cartoons or anime. But man, is it fucking... The actual show is... It's amazing. It has this kind of kid feeling in it, but it still has a kind of deeper plot, I guess. I'll spoil it right now by talking about it. You know, with the humans. Basically, I don't think the humans went extinct. I just think they left the Pokeri Islands, I think is what they were called. Or Japari. We'll have to see how that looks when it's dry, but... Oh, I think I'm just layering back the fucking colors. Yeah, it is a great show, Vinny. The first 2 or 3 episodes are... I mean, I loved the first episodes, but I can see how some people might feel like they're not that great, and fuck, it's very hard to actually paint and talk at the same time. So Duncan from Games Workshop, I love those videos even more now, where anyone that does painting tutorials where they actually talk while they paint. I know a lot just film and then do voiceover after, which is great. I mean, it was a Tech Priest Engineer, and it's actually pretty decently painted. in my opinion. I mean, compared to what I'm doing now, not as well. But I've seen how some people's first miniatures looked, and yeah, compared to those, I would probably be considered Golden Demon. Mm. I mean, it is a bit of an improvement, but it kind of feels like. Well, now I know that I probably won't need to do an all over wash on the blue parts next time I do more of these orcs. Because I'm planning on actually painting my Blood Bowl both teams in at the end of June or July next month. Next month is gonna be a painting month for me, in which I'm gonna force myself to paint every single day and do some good progress on all the orcs, all the humans, just to get something done, to get the satisfaction of actually completing something for once. Because I have this ability to never finish anything I do. Hello, Event something. I have nothing planned for this. I don't know what the fuck I'll talk about because I have nothing to really talk about. I mean, I am looking forward to 8th edition of Warhammer. So that's something I'm looking forward to. I probably will buy the actual starter sets. Because I feel like the Interceptor Marines, I think what they're called, the new Marines, look amazing. They look true scale, and I don't have a Marine army, and I have a Guardsman army, and I wouldn't mind having some Marines. And the good thing about these Marines is that they actually look like, Marine Marines. They're bigger than the Guardsmen. And if I ever want to ally or have a small Marine force, I can just use them as regular Marines instead of, Interceptor Marines. I know a lot of people are bitching and crying about the new Marines, and I say fuck them. Because these are the same people that would say, oh, please give us new Terminator molds. And then if they had made new Terminator molds, would these people have been bitching that the new Terminators would probably be bigger than the old Terminators and look better? No. I mean, the fact that people think that just because there's new Marine models, that means that their old ones are not... I don't know what the fear is, that they can't use them anymore or whatever. Well, people are idiots. Especially people in the tabletop community. I think the tabletop community is probably the worst community out there. Even the video game community, in my opinion, seems to be better. Because the tabletop community is just riddled with people that are so basically slaves to females and social justice warriors. They've been quiet. I haven't heard anything from them today. Which is good. I mean, maybe I will stick to this blue collar. And then in the future, if I feel like doing something special with it, I can go back. Because I really don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with this blue. Oh yeah, I would not recommend joining the tabletop community. I mean, one good thing is that I'm actually not part of the community because I don't actually speak to many people. I mean, I'm banned from most sites where you could talk to people in the tabletop community anyways, and I have no interest in making different accounts. What the fuck should I do? Yeah, let's see, do I have any whites? Yes, right here. Just gonna paint some small stitches. To hopefully get something out of these clothes. Not something, but put some more detailing into clothing. Alright. Don't fuck this up, Andreas. Have a steady hand. Good. And here's another stitch. Yeah, I also saw that there's something called Age of Sigmar Skirmish have came out as well, which looks pretty interesting because I only have a few Seraphon units, and I don't feel like that's enough to actually play a Age of Sigmar full game. But if I ever try to play the skirmish, could be interesting. Because I have no interest in actually building a huge. I have no interest in building huge armies at the moment. I would rather just build small. I don't know if you would call small armies. I don't even want an army. I just want a little force. The only army I really have are my guardsmen. Yeah, that's a super bright, but that's gonna be toned down with some washes. That it feels like there's going to be a lot of shadows on them, which I don't know how to handle. I always have problems with clothing when it comes to painting clothing. I never know what to do to make it look decent. Yeah, I probably will sometime in the future when I get the chance to actually cook something that I feel like I could do a video of. Because these last weeks I haven't cooked at all, other than, just simple breakfast or simple lunch from time to time, in which you just put some eggs, put some sausages, or anything. You just put shit in a pan, and there you go. Cooking is very easy. I think it's easy to make things, just make things that you can eat. Because just take whatever the shit you can find, throw it in, and if you are afraid that it might taste bad, just fucking bombard it with spices. Because if something is very spicy, then it doesn't matter how it will taste, because the spiciness will just. Yeah, baking. Wait, I'm gonna say, did I do a chocolate cake when it came to my baking? I feel like I might have done so when it came to doing some stevia. Let me see. Yes, I have all done it. Alright. Because I'm also trying to lose weight. So maybe I'll try to do something vegan. We'll see. Not vegan, but vegetarian or something. Just with vegetables and all that shit. See if I can come up with something. And not try to just use a bunch of spices to hide the tastes. Where's my Null oil? Here it is. Just gonna put some Null oil on the leather parts. I probably should use Agrax. But, let's put some more detail work on these stitches on the not gauntlets. What are these called? these brown parts. Are they called armbands? I think so. Oh fuck, what am I doing? Ah, that's gonna annoy me. Oh well. I should really switch up because I have a lot of brushes. Not only do I have these brushes right here, but I also have these here. But I tend, when I start painting, I tend to only use one brush. Even though you should switch out brushes depending on the work you're doing. But I'm too much of a fucking idiot to do so. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the nails. I guess I could paint them kind of like I did the teeth. The teeth I'm not super happy with because the teeth I only did by put in white teeth and then use some Agrax to make them a bit dirtier because I did not want to bring out sandry dust from one of my containers and then use that. Try to keep a semi-limited palette. But still, I mean, these paints right here, along with 4 others, are the paints that I'm using to paint just the orcs. This is the palette that I'm deciding. Yes, this is all I'm gonna be using. No more. But still, it feels like, fuck, that's a lot. I mean, then when you actually start painting, you're like, it's not really that much. Yeah. I know the winner. Because normally when I do teeth, I either use just bone color from Army Painter, or I start off with Sandry Dust, and then I use Agros Earthshade, and then I highlight up with Pallid Witch Flesh mixed with Sandry Dust. But this time I try to do just... But it feels weird, you know, orcs having bright white teeth. Even the stitches, I feel like, are just fucking kill me. It's basically what I'm thinking. Then I don't know what I want to do with the boots either. So far the boots only have dried bark. But fuck. The boots... I don't... I think this stream will be automatically uploaded to this channel, Andreas Peahc. I don't know how the streaming works exactly when you use your phone. If it's like when you do on your computer that the stream automatically gets archived. If it does, I'll probably upload it. If it doesn't, well, then I can't do anything about it. But knowing that I can stream and with pretty decent quality, just using my phone means that I probably will be doing more streams. And if I do decide to stream on the second channel, Andreas Peahc 2, that would probably be the times where I go outside. No, I don't. I don't have a Twitch account or any of that. I'll try to paint his eyes right now. Or at least base coat the eyes. So with some white. Because I think I'm gonna do the bug standard red eyes. Oh yeah, Dark Souls. I don't know what I'll do with the Dark Souls 2 because I feel like I've lost every god damn it, I fucked the eye up. No, don't dry yet. Don't dry. Omega, thank you very much, Alexander. Not beta, Omega. No, you didn't put me off. I can't really have a steady hand. But as I was trying to talk about Dark Souls is the fact that let me just talk about Dark Souls before I do that because I can't fucking hit the eye anyways. Dark Souls, I don't feel like playing that much at the moment. I thought that if I took a break, I would get the energy to start playing again. But it's not just Dark Souls. I don't feel like playing any games at the moment. I tried to play some Total War today, but no. As I was playing it, I was like, ugh, video games. Which is fucking annoying because there's a lot of fucking games that I want to play as well. And also the fact that I was planning on fucking building a new PC, so fuck me. Probably when I get the new PC, everything will be back in action. Because the Dark Souls ones take such a fucking long time. Not only, I mean, a regular session when it comes to playing is normally between 1 hour and 2 hours. And I tend to cut out around 30 to 40%. But the rendering times are so long because, well, my computer is not that great. So if I just could is lower the render times, because sometimes it takes like 10 hours to render a video. Well, maybe I'll try. If I would start streaming, I would probably first try to do it on YouTube, because it means less accounts to manage, because I already have like 15 accounts. Well, 4 to be more exact, but and I also take breaks between when I play. So I don't know, without the editing, everything would take much longer than me personally when it comes to when I watch Let's Plays, which I haven't done in a long time, because I don't really know any Let's Play content that I'm all like, man, I want to see that. Just using some black shade to try to cover up that eye that I fucked up. Because this one I might do him as just one eye, now when I notice how much I'm fucking up the eyes. One eye became pretty decent. I might just leave it as white. Looks a bit crazy, but that's good for the orcs, I think. And the other one just black. Oh shit. Alright. I'm just getting so fucking tired at the moment. I think my blood pressure might have dropped a little bit. It happens. Oh, which survival game is that? Oh, is it the Black Death? Because I've seen that they've done a lot of recent updates to that game. So I might try it once again, because maybe it's becoming decent at least. Let's see. Yeah, I might try it tomorrow. and do like, what happened to all the videos, to all the games I did first look at? Have they improved? Most of them will probably be yes. Because I don't think games don't tend to become worse, I think, when it's just updates. And 8th edition, I think it seems pretty good. I like that the templates are gone. I mean, I think that's great. I like how they made vehicles now. Vehicles are much better now. I'm actually someone that's in support of the removal of directional facing. What is it called? You know, front armor, side armor. I'm okay with all of that just being gone. Because it's so fucking stupid, you know. It's like, oh, maybe it's, and then people saying, oh, it was tactical. Bullshit. Fuck off. There was nothing tactical about that shit because people could just rotate their vehicles 360 degrees without any penalty or whatever, you know. So might as well just remove that. I know there's a lot of autistic pieces of shit out there. They're so against this. I mean, one of the reasons why I would never recommend most Warhammer gaming channels that actually focus on the gameplay is because they're have you seen these channels? Do you know what I'm talking about? I can't be the only one that feels like they are trash. I hate them. I hate every single one of them. It's fuck. One that just comes up in my head right now was I don't remember his name. The one that did the trash terrain pieces. Oh yeah, mini wargaming. I don't think mini wargaming is actually not one that I'm talking about. Gamza, yes. I tried to watch one of his videos, and the first thing he says in the videos is, I'm not gonna kiss ass or something, and then like, what are you talking about? Everyone seemed to go in expecting 8th edition to suck, which is absolutely fine, because it's Games Workshop, and Games Workshop, when it comes to actually making games, don't tend to be extremely good at it at the very beginning. Or even people that seem to still have a deep-seated hatred for Age of Sigmar. Age of Sigmar at this point in time is okay. Alright? At the beginning, I agree with them. Age of Sigmar was pretty trash. I mean, did not like some of the optional rules that was in Age of Sigmar, but that's the thing, they were optional. In Games Workshop, I mean, with the new CEO, they seem to go in Roundtree instead of Kim Kirby. Roundtree seems to be bringing back some of the good old days, you know, that I've heard people talk about when they talk about Games Workshop. They used to talk about how Games Workshop was a good company. I mean, I started my Warhammer addiction, not addiction because I'm not addicted, but I started playing Warhammer games and painting back in 2010, I think. So 7 years ago. So how old was I? I'm 21 right now. So when I was 15. I feel like I was younger than 15. When did 5th edition come out? Or Hammer 5th edition. Come on, next column. Oh, no, that's Warhammer 5th edition. I'm talking about Warhammer 40k. Whoops. You see, I even forgot about that Warhammer Fantasy Battle even existed. In 2008. Alright. Jesus Christ. It's almost 9 years. So when I was 12 was when I got into Warhammer 40k. I'm getting filled with a bit of like sadness and nostalgia because I was never around in the so-called golden days of Games Workshop that a lot of people seem to talk about. So I don't have rose-tinted glasses like most idiots do, because I feel like nostalgia is fucking retarded, and anyone that has it is stupid. Because I'm sure if they went back and played those old editions, hey, they can still go back and play them. I've tried to play 3rd edition. I did not like it. But then again, like I said, I wasn't nostalgic about it. And if you need nostalgia to enjoy something, then it might not be that great. It could have been great back then, but now, no. Well, anyways, let's talk about what I was talking about, idiots. He started talking about how he hated that a movement stat has been implemented, and that I mean, this is just things that I remember, because I was like, oh, I just stopped watching and I unsubscribed. Because I subscribed to Gamsa because of his trash terrain. I thought those were pretty okay, it gave some inspiration. But then after trash terrain 20 or 30, they becoming repetitive, and I felt like I've gotten everything I can out of out of his content. So just unsubscribe. This is a problem. I have no idea what I was even talking about. Yeah. Because I feel like, the feeling that some people have of nostalgia? I think it's the same feeling people probably have of religion. Let's go a bit edgy right now. I'm not saying that nostalgia and religion are the same thing, but I feel like the mental retardation, or is it dissonance I'm thinking of, that people need. What am I even trying to say? Wait. What is it called when people get like pheromones in their brain? Maybe not pheromones. The dopamine. Is it dopamine that makes people feel good or something? Because I have never really been nostalgic about something. Just like I've never been. Is it serotonin? Let me just look up at that and see what that means. Serotonin is a molecular neurotransmitter. Alright, what does serotonin do? Oh, yeah, I'm thinking it's dopamine because that's also a thing that I feel like. So it could be serotonin as well. I don't know. Who cares? One of those things. And I think that's why people enjoy these things. I have a hard time understanding why anyone would ever be religious or nostalgic about anything. Because that's probably why I feel like those two things are similar. Because I feel like people are probably religious because they were um, raised that way, and then that's so maybe they're nostalgic about being religious, and that's why they stay religious. Just how people are. What am I even? Does anyone understand what I'm trying to? Because I don't even understand what I'm trying to convey. Probably because I just I have a hard time understanding why. Why are people this way? Why am I this way? I don't know. Yeah. I probably, when I go to sleep today, excuse me, gonna read up on nostalgia and see what the fuck it is. Try to understand how people become nostalgic about things. Because even me, who hasn't had that many good things that I enjoy in life, even when I try to look back at things that I did enjoy, I don't get that same feeling that I got. It's just like, oh, alright, that happened, and I was happy. But I don't go back and feel like, oh, those were great days, because I'm pretty sure that if I relived that with the knowledge I have now, it would be shit. And I wouldn't get the same satisfaction out of it. Because even when I jerk off to the same type of dojins, it's never the same feeling. Even though the dojins is still exactly the same, it's not the same release. Because I already know what's gonna happen. So this is how much progress I've done when it comes to painting. This is why it takes such a fucking long time for me to paint anything. Because as soon as I start painting, I completely forget what the fuck I was planning on doing. Yeah, I agree, it does look nice, but then I remember, oh, I have 9 other orcs that I'm gonna paint and try to reach this standard. And when I look at it, it feels like it's not done. Yes, the base obviously is gonna have to. The base is just Sterling mud. So I've obviously dry brush something. Maybe I'll dry brush Steel Legion Drab, and then some static grass on it. because I really want to play a game of Blood Bowl. And I might actually do a video of me and my mom playing Blood Bowl to see how easy is it for complete newbies to start playing Blood Bowl. I have played Blood Bowl before, but my mom has never. So it would be interesting to see how easy is it to get into for someone that never played it before. Because I tried to do with sand and with painting and all that, but this is just a test base. I'm gonna actually paint this base up with different darker colors and then start doing some, because there was another base that I threw away because it was like it wasn't good enough. Throw that away. Try again. This is gonna be my 4th attempt with a sand base, because I have a lot of these, wooden square bases that I'm not gonna use for anything. But I can never really get the texture that I want, because the good thing about this texture paint is you get the kind of uneven mud feeling. Well, I don't know how to reciprocate it when it comes to just plain sand. But doing the sand one would be easier, obviously, if I would do obviously a desert base, or if I was planning on doing a more dried out grass pitch, then I think the sand option would be much easier and better. But since I'm trying to make a decently well contained, is it contained or well, like they have treated their pitch pretty good, so it is good mud and all that. I'm actually gonna stop the stream right now because my voice is starting to hurt and I'm starting to fucking pass out. So I probably will be streaming more often, especially when I'm just gonna paint like this. And maybe I should start doing scheduled streams, because when doing streams it'll be much easier for me, especially if I do scheduled ones where I can just answer questions. Maybe my CNAs from now on will be like this. And if I do CNAs, I'll probably put it on the second channel. Because if I'm just doing pure painting, or if I'm gonna talk about tabletop related shit, then I'll probably do it on this channel. If I'm just gonna do random streams like I did this time, it's going on Andreas Peahc 2. Because that channel is much more personal, I feel. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it right there. It was nice having you three. And I kind of feel like I got some artistic ranting out, but I don't even know what I was trying to say. But hey, I said something, I guess.